How's it going, everyone? This is Toronto Joe here at Evolution 2014 with PPMD. How are you doing, sir?
Great. How are you?
Wonderful, man. This was one of the most spectacular top 8s I've ever had the pleasure to witness. Tell people about your run in the tournament and how you felt about your overall performance.
My tournament run was I played Tang and Ken early on, two people that have been around a long time. Tang was pretty quick. I had to make sure that I was getting myself up to pace on day 2. I played Ken, and he's still very smart, still very solid, wonderful player. I was very fortunate I got to play him, and he hit me with some counters, so it made me feel like 2006 all over again. It was very good for him. I played Shroomed, who is getting quite used to Sheik. I was very glad I was able to perform well enough against him. And then I played Hungrybox, and I have a very good record against Hungrybox after he completely demolished me my first year of traveling when I was still coming up. So I got very good against him. And we played, and the first match looked like the same as usual. I outplayed him handily. And after that, I would say things really slowed down for me and seemed to work more in his favor. And he continued to carry his momentum, or you could say lack thereof, into the last game, and he was able to take the set from me. And it was, I gotta say, Hungrybox, he plays very well in Vegas. I don't know what it is, but it works for him, and so good for him. And then I played Pew Pew You and Marth Dittos in order to get in the losers top 8, and they were pretty straightforward. He had some very surprising forward smashes he hit me with. I would say I was very impressed by that. And then I had Fly first off, which is probably the last person I wanted in top 8, but I got my mentality right and I went to play him, and I think the people really enjoyed that. It was a nail biter 2-1. Luckily he dropped an edge guard, and that really turned things around for me. I took that and then moved on to play Mewtwo King. Luckily I played well enough for him to not enjoy my Falco once again, and it was pretty straightforward. He hit me with an incredible combo result because I just refused to hold out. I took the controls thing. I said, let it happen. Put me in a new reel for the next EVO. I want to be in the combo video again, holding this way, and so he got me. But good for him. He's very good at punishing. Incredible, good player. And so he got me there, and I managed to 2-0 him. I played Armada afterwards, who's always someone surprising to see in losers. And he started out really strong against me. We did Falco Peach game 1. And I managed to bring it back. I decided not. I alternated between a bit of a slower game and a bit faster game. And I was scoring some really good hits, and I was getting some pretty good punishes. And there were some tough exchanges on the last stock, and I was up by quite a bit. I almost killed him. And I think he hit me with a turnip, and he dash attacked me, and there you go. That was the first game, and I was like, oh, how did I let that happen? But he outplayed me. He was very tenacious. Good on him. So I decided, well, I'll try Marth, because maybe my lapses won't be so costly if I play Marth. And so then he hits me a few times and pulls a bomb and kills me. And so I said, all right, well, that was the worst thing that could happen. Let's see what else can happen. And so I managed to bring it back with some good adaptation. He actually killed me again after doing that, and I had a very good comeback on him just through playing a whole lot smarter and adapting to him. Again, he's a tough dude to play against. And I just had some more lapses, jumped at him, and that was the end of it. I couldn't quite kill him early enough, and so good on him. I would say overall, not too happy with how I played this tournament. I'm not. And I have very specific, important reasons for that don't need to be mentioned in this interview, but they will be taken care of, and I will come back to much better form, I think, in the future, and I hope to give people much more exciting matches.
Cool. Now, another question I wanted to ask you. This is almost becoming like a staple question to ask you in our interviews. How did you physically and mentally prepare for Evolution?
Well, physically, I've been running a lot. It's very good for me. It's like a moving meditation. I'm trying to lose some weight. I don't want to fit the gamer stereotype too bad. And it helps me feel good, helps me, fight any anxiety I might have for tournament. It really, it's just something good to do for yourself. You feel like you're taking care of yourself, and that makes you feel good. When you feel good, you play good. Excuse me. And so I was really liked that. That's probably my biggest physical thing, outside of, not having too much soda or, something like that. Mentally, I'd say I'm struggling a lot more to prepare for this tournament, but that is for reasons that exist outside of this interview. Mentally, I did the best I could. There was a lot going on for me back at home trying to deal with. I gave it my all. I came to this tournament saying, well, you know what? I don't think I have the best circumstances for me right now, and darn it all, I'm going to give it my best shot with what I do have. And I meditated. I got my push-ups in before I came out here. I said, let's do this darn thing. Let's give the people a heck of a show if I can't give them a win. And I feel like I did that. So I was glad I could do it.
Definitely, you played your heart out, for sure. The last question I wanted to ask you, moving forward, what are your goals in Smash? Do you want to solidify yourself as the best? Are you trying to take over Mango's spot? Or do you just want to go back to the consistency that you had earlier in the year?
Well, my consistency was about 2, maybe 3 tournaments. But I guess that's, it's better than what I usually do. So what do I want to do? I want overall improvement. I want improvement, especially emotionally right now, but I want improvement physically, mentally, in Smash. I want everything for myself, and I think I really deserve it, and I really want to get that. It's not about any one tournament. It's not about taking over Mango's role, which I don't think I would want to be him. I want to be my own person. And so what I want to do is I want to eventually get myself to a place where I'm really performing well and I'm really showing people what I think I'm capable of, and I really want to be demonstrating the consistency that I was starting to demonstrate, I think, back at Skatar. And I'm really hoping that comes from me, because when that comes from me, that shows people that, even if I don't win every time, if I'm making top 2-ish every tournament, I'm a serious contender. I am a real threat. I am someone that is really working in their own best interest, and it's something to respect. It's not something to say, well, he's not good because AV camps or whatever. It's like you respect the work ethic of this person. That's something I would rather put out there. I'd rather express myself as someone that's really taken a tremendous effort for myself in all ways, and hopefully, as some people have pointed out, educate some people with my play. And I would really love to be able to give in any form like that if I possibly could.
Now, before we wrap this up, if people want to get a hold of you, where can they find you?
Well, I'm gonna be streaming in a little bit. That'll be at PPMD1, twitch.tv/PPMD1. But for now, the only way you can catch up on whatever I'm doing or not doing, you can follow me on Twitter at EG_PPMD.
Cool. That wraps up our interview. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Welcome.
Take care, guys.